Hey everyone, this is Chad. Welcome back to the Dorky and 40 channel. So last week I put up a video about the Floss 3.0 7-inch build that I was going to be working on, and I have been putting in some time on it and some attempted flights. Let's talk about it. So here is the build. This is the current state of the Floss 7-inch. You can see it's a little muddied up a little bit from some interesting flight characteristics and behavior. 7-inch is pretty tough. I had no problems with the build at all. This is the newer version of the Floss 3.0, and I'm trying to get this battery off here, that has a little bit of a thicker outline here for the for your arms, so you don't have any problems with those like coming out and stuff. Got everything all together there, and if we want to get a weight on it real quick, so 365 grams is how it is sitting right now. I've been flying it on a 6S 1250 battery. Take a look at what we have inside here. So these are the HQ long range 7-inch props. I think they're a 3.5-inch pitch. We've got Hobby Wing 45 amp or whatever it is, the V2 ESC in here. And then, of course, the Brain FPV Radix. And we've got, right now, TBS Race 400 milliwatt, the new version with the heatsink, Micro Eagle, and the Samgook 2207 1750 kV motors. So that's pretty much what we're sitting at right now. Now, I do have some future plans here, and some of those plans is going to be I just printed out a GPS mount, so which is a horrible print because I had, well, that's another story, but I've got those issues corrected. We're going to be putting GPS on here, and I also think I'm going to be switching over to the 2306 1700 kV eco motors, just to get something that is a little bit of a wider stator and a little bit heavier to try to kind of add a little bit of weight for stability to this. So the reason why I say that is that 7 inches at this weight and that kind of power is definitely something that is new and different to me. Like, I want to have a big quad to just fly around without a GoPro or anything like that. I am putting a GoPro mount on it just because eventually I'd like to throw it on there and get some hyper smooth footage. But anyway, I think these motors and 6S combination just isn't right. I've got the throttle curve set to scaled and Betaflight at like 50%. So I got my whole stick resolution. Before I did anything with that, this thing was like literally hovering at like 5% and ready to punch out at like 15 to 20. So it wasn't the easiest to try to fly. The few flights that I have had on this, trying to get it in between the weather and everything like that, have not been too good. I haven't spent a lot of time trying to like dial it in and tune it in and stuff. I've been really working hard on trying to figure out what kind of filtering setup is going to work the best on this. Stock Betaflight 4.0 doesn't work. Stock PIDs and stock filters doesn't work. So it's going to have to be black boxed, analyzed, that kind of stuff. I'll probably have to reach out for some help and kind of get some information on this, which is a good thing because I think some people out there are interested in just getting this kind of ship and, trying to get the most out of it and just trying to find the best setup for something like this. It's super fun to fly. It's really quiet for as big as the props are, but the thing just moves, and it moves fast, and it flies for a long time. Like, just cruising this thing around back and forth out here in these fields in front of my house, 7.5, 8 minutes, no problem. And that's on a 1256S. Some people are flying this long range with a 1800 or 2200 milliamp 6S, which is just crazy. Now, they are flying a little bit of a beefier setup, so they're probably still getting around the 7 to 8 minutes. But man, that's 7.5 to 8 minutes with, a GoPro long range type of rig like this big. That's that's fun stuff. So I just kind of wanted to show you exactly what's going on with it, kind of talk you through some of the issues that I'm having. Everything wires up perfect and really easy to the brain. There's to the Radix, just no problem at all. The Hobbywing stack's running good. So I'm going to be switching out the motors, and I'm going to be adding a Rush VTX to the stack, just because, you know, I've got plenty of room in there, but I don't like having things attached to like my top plate and everything like that. So I want to get that in the stack there, and I purchased, well, I actually have them installed here, 25mm perfect straight through stack screws from PureFlip. So I got plenty of room for that. And then, you know, we'll be able to put a different antenna on there as well. And then start work on tuning and getting the PIDs right and everything for this little beast. Because like I said, right now it is like, woo, like very susceptible to wind and everything like that. So it's quite a handful. But it's fun, and it's going to be a pretty cool learning experience. And it's the next thing on the bench. So I'm actually going to start working on it now, switching out those motors and installing the GPS. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that project. So when I have like some usable footage and information as far as like tuning and that kind of stuff, I will be passing that on to you. So that way, if you're interested in this, we can all just kind of learn together. So anyway, we'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Please continue to subscribe.